Something can hit you the moment you open your eyes, and it has nothing to do with getting older. If you wake up with this one symptom, your blood sugar could already be too high right now. If you want to stay healthy and independent as you age, hit that subscribe button right now. We share simple, science-backed health tips like this all the time, and you don't want to miss the next one. Here's the thing. I've spent years watching the same pattern play out with older adults. The biggest blood sugar problems often don't start after a big meal. They start quietly overnight. Then you wake up with a sign your body is struggling to control sugar while you sleep. In this video, you'll learn the exact morning symptom to watch for, why it happens, and what to do today to get clarity fast. Now, before we continue, tell me your age and where you're watching from in the comments. This helps us understand who we're helping. Here's what most people get wrong. They think blood sugar problems always feel dramatic, like shaking, fainting, or collapsing. But that's not the usual early warning for many seniors. For many people, the first clue is uncomfortable, annoying, and easy to ignore. And the symptom is this. You wake up with a very dry mouth, like cotton mouth. Your tongue feels stuck. Your lips feel dry. You feel like you need water right away. Not a little thirsty, but the kind of thirst where you could drink half a glass without thinking. Why does that matter? Because high blood sugar can pull water out of your body. It's like sugar is acting like a sponge in your bloodstream. Your body tries to dilute it by moving water around. That can leave you dehydrated, meaning low on water, by morning. And there's another reason this matters for seniors. High blood sugar often shows up in the morning because of something called the dawn phenomenon. That's a natural early morning rise in blood sugar driven by hormones that help you wake up. Your liver releases sugar for energy, but if your insulin isn't working well, that sugar stays high. The American Diabetes Association explains that the dawn phenomenon can raise morning blood sugar, often between about 3 a.m. and 8 a.m. Source. So let me be clear, a dry mouth can happen for other reasons too. Sleeping with your mouth open, certain medications, a dry bedroom, CPAP machines, even alcohol. But if the dry mouth is new, stronger than usual, and happens with other morning weirdness, you should check your blood sugar immediately, because your morning is your body's report card. And now I'm going to give you a reverse countdown of the 5 biggest wake-up clues that should make you check your blood sugar right away, starting with number 5. Number 5, cottonmouth wake-up. Most people think a dry mouth is just, I slept weird. But actually, it can be a sign your body is losing fluid overnight because sugar is running high. Think of your blood like soup on a stove. If there's too much salt in the soup, you'd add water to balance it out. Your body tries to do something similar. When sugar is high, your body tries to balance the concentration. That can make you feel thirsty and dry. So what should you do step by step? First, don't guess. Check. If you have a finger stick meter, wash and dry your hands first. Food residue on fingers can give a false high. Then check your blood sugar right when you wake up, before coffee, before breakfast. If you use a continuous glucose monitor, a CGM, look at your overnight line. Did it climb around 3 to 8 a.m.? That's a clue. Second, do a simple 2-day test. Check your blood sugar right when you wake up for 2 mornings in a row. Write the numbers down, then check again 2 hours after your first bite of breakfast. Why 2 checks? Because fasting blood sugar tells you what's happening overnight. The 2-hour number tells you how your body handles food. Third, try the simplest hydration fix that won't cover up the problem. Drink about 8 to 12 ounces of water when you wake up. That's 1 to 1.5 cups. Not juice, not sweet tea, just water. If you want flavor, squeeze in lemon, that's fine. Now, food that helps you stabilize mornings should be boring and steady. At breakfast, aim for protein plus fiber, not cereal plus juice. A simple example is 2 eggs with 1 cup of sautéed spinach and half an avocado. Or plain Greek yogurt, about 3/4 of a cup, with a small handful of berries. And if you drink coffee, have it after you've had water and some food. For some people, caffeine on an empty stomach can push sugar up. Now, here's the research piece you should know. A 2023 study from the University of Arizona found that the dawn phenomenon was extremely common in adults with type 2 diabetes, and that morning pre-meal glucose was higher on dawn phenomenon days by about 12 milliliters DL within the same person. That means your morning number can jump even if you ate the same way. Source. And wait, because number 4 is the symptom that often shows up right after cottonmouth. Number 4, waking up to pee more than once. Most people think waking up to pee is just age or my bladder is smaller now. But actually, frequent night peeing can be a classic sign that sugar is too high. Here's the simple reason. When blood sugar gets high, your kidneys try to dump extra sugar into your urine. Sugar pulls water with it, so you make more urine. That means more bathroom trips. And this is not just annoying. For seniors, waking up at night raises fall risk. So what should you do? First, count it honestly for 3 nights. If you get up once, that can be normal for many older adults. But if it's 2, 3, 4 times, that's a signal worth taking seriously. Second, do a split test. On a night when you wake up to pee a lot, check your blood sugar the next morning. If you're willing and you can do it safely, also check once during the night, like around 2 or 3 a.m., one time only. If you are on insulin or medicines that can cause low blood sugar, do this only with your clinician's guidance. Safety first. Third, adjust the right thing, not the wrong thing. Many people try to fix this by cutting water. That can backfire. Dehydration can concentrate blood sugar and make things worse. Instead, shift fluids earlier. Try to get most of your water in before dinner. Then sip, don't chug, after 7 p.m. Also, watch evening carbs. A healthy bowl of cereal at 9 p.m. can spike sugar and keep it high for hours. Now, here's a big study-style finding you can hang your hat on. A 2022 systematic review and meta-analysis in Frontiers in Public Health found that diabetes was linked with a higher risk of nocturia, meaning waking at night to urinate, with an overall pooled odds ratio of 1.49. In plain English, people with diabetes were about 49% more likely to have nocturia. Source. Quick question. Have you experienced waking up with a dry mouth or waking up to pee more than once? Comment yes or no below. Now let's go to number 3, because this one tricks people. Number 3, morning blurry vision that clears later. Most people think blurry vision means you need new glasses, but actually, blood sugar changes can change the fluid balance in your eyes, and that can affect focus. Think of your eye lens like a camera lens that can swell or shrink slightly. When sugar is high, fluid shifts, the lens can change shape, focus gets weird. And here's the key detail. If your vision is blurry in the morning but improves by midday, that pattern can match blood sugar swings. So what should you do? First, take note of timing. If blurry vision comes and goes, write down when it happens and what you ate the night before. Second, check blood sugar the moment you notice blur. Don't wait until later when it clears. The timing matters. Third, choose a calm breakfast for 3 days. That means no juice, no pastries, no big bowl of oats with honey, and no sweet coffee drinks. Instead, try a steady plate. One example is a veggie omelet with a slice of whole grain toast, or a small bowl of steel-cut oats, about half a cup cooked with a tablespoon of chopped nuts and cinnamon, plus an egg on the side. If you want fruit, keep it to a small serving, like half a cup of berries. And if you snack at night, switch to something that won't spike you. Try 1 ounce of nuts, that's a small handful, or 1 string cheese, or a spoon of peanut butter. Now, a lot of people ask, is morning high sugar even common? Yes. A 2022 review article from Baylor College of Medicine explained that the dawn phenomenon can affect nearly half of people with diabetes, meaning early morning blood sugar rises are extremely common. Source. But wait until you see number 2, because it can feel totally unrelated to blood sugar. Number 2, waking up with a headache and feeling foggy. Most people think morning headaches are always from sleep position or not enough coffee, but actually, high blood sugar can dehydrate you, and dehydration can trigger headaches. Also, if your blood sugar is swinging high and low overnight, your brain can feel it. Your brain loves steady fuel, not perfect fuel. Steady fuel. So what do? First, check your blood sugar before you treat the headache. If you always reach for pain medicine first, you might miss the cause. Second, do the 3 morning basics for 1 week. Drink 1 to 1.5 cups of water when you wake up. Eat a protein-first breakfast within 60 minutes of waking. Do a 10-minute gentle walk after breakfast, even if it's around your living room or hallway. Why a walk? Because your muscles act like a sponge for sugar. They pull sugar out of your blood to use as energy. And it doesn't have to be fast. It has to be consistent. Third, check your sleep. Poor sleep can worsen morning blood sugar issues. Not because you're weak, because sleep affects hormones that manage sugar. Now, before we go further, if this is making sense so far, hit that like button. It tells me you want more videos like this. Now, here comes number 1. And this is the one I want you to remember. Number 1. You wake up with dry mouth plus restless, sweaty sleep. Most people think sweating at night is just a warm blanket or menopause. But actually, if you have diabetes or prediabetes, night sweating and restless sleep can sometimes show that your sugar is not stable overnight. Here's the important contrast. Not every night sweat is blood sugar, but when you wake up with a dry mouth, you had weird sleep and you feel off. That combo should make you check. Now I need to explain something that confuses many seniors. High blood sugar and low blood sugar can both mess with sleep. Low blood sugar is called hypoglycemia, meaning your blood sugar drops too low. This is more common if you take insulin or certain diabetes pills. Low sugar can cause sweating, vivid dreams, and waking up shaky or anxious. High blood sugar is called hyperglycemia, meaning your blood sugar is too high. That can cause thirst, dry mouth, and frequent urination. So how do you tell the difference? You don't guess. You check. If you can safely do it, check at bedtime for a few nights, then check at wake up. If bedtime is normal but wake up is high, that points toward dawn phenomenon or not enough overnight medicine. If bedtime is low or you wake shaky and sweaty, that could be overnight low blood sugar. And this is where the science gets very useful. A 2023 study from the University of Arizona found that 95% of adults in their sample with type 2 diabetes experienced the dawn phenomenon on at least one day. And on average, it happened on 51% of days. That means this is not rare, it's common. Source. So what are the practical steps you can do today? Step 1, use a simple morning check rule. If you wake up with strong, dry mouth, check your blood sugar immediately. If you don't have diabetes diagnosed, you can still talk to your doctor about checking fasting glucose and A1C. A1C is a lab test that shows your average blood sugar over about 3 months. Step 2, build a steady night routine. Stop eating 2 to 3 hours before bed most nights. If you need a snack, keep it small and protein-based. Try one of these simple choices. 1 small apple with 1 tablespoon of peanut butter, 1 ounce of nuts, or half a cup of plain Greek yogurt. Step 3, move after dinner, not a workout, just a walk. Try 10 to 20 minutes after dinner, 5 days a week. This can lower your evening blood sugar and help your overnight line. Step 4, make breakfast boring for 2 weeks. I know, boring, but boring works. Pick 1 or 2 breakfasts that don't spike you and repeat them. 2 eggs plus veggies, or yogurt plus berries and nuts, or oatmeal with nuts, not sugar. Step 5, ask your doctor the right question. Instead of, my sugar is high sometimes, ask this. Can we review my morning readings to see if this looks like dawn phenomenon? That's a smarter conversation. Now, I'd love to hear your story. What made you click on this video today? Share in the comments. Let's pump the brakes for a second, because we need to talk safety. If you are on insulin or medicines that cause low sugar, be careful with changes. Don't suddenly skip dinner. Don't suddenly add long walks at night without a plan. Don't change medication timing on your own. Low blood sugar can be dangerous, especially at night. And if you ever have severe symptoms like confusion or fainting, that is an emergency. Call for help. I'm not saying this to scare you, but to keep you safe. Also, if you have repeated morning dry mouth plus frequent urination, book a visit soon. This is especially true if you also have unexpected weight loss, nausea, or extreme fatigue. Now, the good news. So you're convinced, but thinking, how do I actually do this? Start with the simplest options first. Option 1 is the fastest. Tomorrow morning, if you wake up with that dry mouth, check your blood sugar right away. Write it down. Option 2 is a simple 7-day routine. Drink water right when you wake up, eat a protein-first breakfast, walk 10 minutes after breakfast and 10 minutes after dinner. Keep your late-night snacks small and low sugar. Option 3 is budget-friendly. You don't need fancy foods. Eggs, frozen vegetables, and beans are affordable. And you don't need a gym. A hallway walk counts. Consistency is the win. Look, there's a lot of noise out there about blood sugar. You don't need to overthink this. If you wake up with strong, dry mouth, especially with extra bathroom trips or blurry vision, check your blood sugar immediately. Start with just 2 mornings of readings written on paper. Your body will tell you if it's working, because your mornings will feel clearer and steadier. If this helped you, hit that like button. And if you want more videos like this, make sure you're subscribed, because we post new health tips every single day. Stay healthy, stay strong.